Greetings, humans. I'm Andrei, and I'm George, and welcome back to the Windmill full of corpses. Today we'll be having a look at Polyphia, Death Note, feat. Ichika. So, this is a request from All J All Day, as by his name on Instagram. And I've heard of Polyphia before, but I never listened to them. And I've also heard Ichika. I don't remember for sure if he's like actually making any songs or whatever, if he's just like, I think he's just like a lot of times uploading snippets to like Instagram or YouTube or something. I think he's a Japanese guitarist. Yeah, he's got a really weird style. He's like no other guitarist I've heard before. So yeah, this looks like some animated video, but let's see how it goes. Okay, first things first, the animation is just precious. I have no idea what's going on. It looks like, I don't know, Greek sculptures went anime. I don't like the pink background. Forget the pink background, did you hear what's going on that guitar? Yeah. My gut tells me the guitar that kicked the song off is Ichika. Yeah, I thought the same thing. And I also like what the bass is noodling. You get noodling guitars, but you also get noodling bass. Yeah, and what I'm thinking is, at first, I wasn't even sure if it's the bass, because it has this kind of, I guess, a lot of gain, or I don't know what it's got, but it sounds a bit like a guitar sound. It's got that raspy tone, it's not just like pounding. So, but I think it's the bass, but I'm not even sure. And I like how it just kind of grew, like progressively. I thought it was gonna hit, but it didn't hit. It just builds into it, and I think it's still building, so... This sort of noodling phrases are my favorite kind of instrumental stuff. Like, if I'm ever to listen to instrumental music, this is what I would go for. And this song so far has been entirely instrumental, and from what I've heard of Polyphia before, I think they have vocals. So, this one might be the exception. Or maybe we just got the wrong song. You think so? I don't think so. It says Polyphia, it says Death Note. But, I don't know. I'm still hoping for vocals, although it's already past half. But I really like what's going on. And I think basically that running melodic guitar is the core of it. But it's a really groovy song, and it's really enjoyable and kind of cheerful. Yep.
okay. For some reason I expected something way heavier, and I did expect vocals.
Yeah, but that was really cool. And what really got to me was that it kind of had a really good flow, so it kept changing, but it never like interrupted anything. And those animations are so confusing.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on, and I don't know where to look.
I was looking at like almost the entire video was pink, but then you had that one frame that showed up I think twice where you had the sort of the black snake and the golden lion, and I'm just waiting for them to have a wrestling match or something.
And they're just sitting there.
It's a silly video. It's tricky to get animated videos that actually make
also,
sense.
did you see like the brutal death metal band logo? Yeah. What's the deal with that? I'm pretty sure that's not Polyphia's logo.
I have no idea what their logo is like. But back to the music. I really like this style of guitar. I really like how the muted stuff were fitting in. It really gave it kind of a groovy feel. So you have sort of nice flowing melodies and then this sort of interruptions that add some dynamic to it pretty much all the time.
Yeah. That's actually what made the song for me. Is basically it's full of transitions, but it keeps the flow. Yeah, and I love what's going on the drums on that area, because it gives you the pace, and you can get into that pace and just keep headbanging. Well, headbanging, just kind of feeling the groove, I guess. It's not exactly a headbangable song, but it doesn't just keep that pace, it keeps changing it. It like keeps the tempo, but it keeps changing the pattern. I don't know how to say it. So it's enough to it's repetitive enough to get catchy, but keeps changing enough to stay interesting.
Yeah. It's a tricky balance to get, and I think especially if you're playing instrumental music, it's tricky to hit that, because if you're playing instrumental music, of course, a lot of people will be put off by the fact that there aren't vocals. So it's harder to keep things interesting, and I think they did kind of this bipolarity with the guitar really
I got this feeling that often in instrumental music, you got instruments that actually have like a character, like a tone, like it's almost speaking, and again, that guitar was it in this song.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you gotta do to really get an instrumental song working. So I really like this. I really did. Everyone watching, let us know what you thought about the song. Don't forget to drop your suggestions in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, we greatly appreciate the likes and shares. And if you'd like to see more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for stopping by. We hope you enjoyed your stay, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon. Corpse is out.